Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you have been drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of the Ace of Swords. So when the Ace of Swords shows, this is all about reclaiming back your power, your purpose. The sword is coming in to detach, to cut away anything limiting, anything hindering you. So if you've been in sort of situations this week with, I don't know, your working world, relationships, family, drama, if there's anything sort of holding you back or kind of limiting you in any sort of format, the crown is waiting to be owned. I had it recently with a client where, they were being quite demanding with what they wanted and almost not respecting or not listening to my boundaries. And I didn't get nasty. I was just very to the point, and I said, this is what I do, this is how I work. You can take the service or you can move along. So Ace of Swords is not tolerating anything of lesser quality, anything of lesser energy. It's putting yourself first. I think that's so important. Self-worth, self-care, has to come first. The best relationship, or the longest relationship we're going to hold with anybody, is with ourselves. So it's really, really important this week that your world works for you firstly, then it can spill over to others separately or secondary. Okay, so keep that sword upright, stay in control of all your experiences, everything that you're working hard towards. And if something doesn't serve, if it doesn't add purpose or value, don't be scared to sort of detach it from your life. Keep that crown being worn in a very sort of authentic way. So authentic energy is really being encouraged for you guys this week if you've been drawn to card 1. So as we're going into card 2, we're going into the energy of the 5 of Pentacles. This keeps coming up a lot at the moment, actually. 5 of Pentacles is suggesting or saying or making people aware that maybe money has been a little bit restricted, maybe financially things could be a little bit, feeling quite heavy or a bit like all over the place. Maybe some of you guys are struggling to see the wood for the trees at the moment from a financial space. And maybe it is causing some frustration, some anxiety, a little bit of a depression perhaps. But what's really important with this is to expand your viewpoint, to look outside of the box, to see the bigger picture. Because in this sort of big stained glass window, all of this sort of money, these pentacles, are actually being held. So it's saying, there is the ability to acquire, to sort of create financial improvements around you. But because this person's so distraught, so sort of glum with everything that they're going through, they're struggling to sort of move their expansion of mind. They're struggling to move their awareness. So they're sort of, I wouldn't say choosing to stay victim, but maybe they're in that victim sort of energy and they're not wanting to move out of it. And ultimately, what we give out to the universe, what we send out to the world, comes back to us. So if we're sending out, victimization, doom and gloom, why is everything happening to me, we're going to attract more of that lesser energy back in. So even when things feel a little bit heavy or a little bit overwhelming, even if you don't feel bloody positive, send that energy back out to the universe because you will get it back. It's not so much about what the universe gets, it's matching the frequency so you can attract that of higher value back in yourself. None of us need to stay stuck to our circumstances, or none of us need to become victims to our stories, but it's being brave enough to move forward. And so many people want the quick fix. They don't want to do the healing work or the inner work, and this is being encouraged at the moment. So yes, there could be some financial difficulty or disruption on the surface, but actually there could be a whole healing journey below that, and it's being brave enough and real enough to look at it, to take accountability for it and think, actually, I need to work on that, or I need to resolve that part to then fix this part. Everything can be as we want it to be. It's giving yourself enough permission to receive that of what you seek. And as we're moving into the final card, we're going into card 3, which takes us into the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands keeps showing up time and time again at the moment. This is all about de-burdening, de-stressing, kind of lightening your load, not carrying all of yesterday's problems, not carrying problems from centuries or years and years ago. It's being brave enough, maybe not centuries, but what I mean, but being brave enough to just actually think, do you know what? This is an old story, this is an old cycle, this is an old pattern, and where the bloody hell does it benefit me anymore? And it's being kind of brave enough in self to think, I don't actually have to carry this. I was chatting to a client the other day about this actually, and we were talking about reoccurring stories or themes or energies. And all through my life, I've had people critique, judge, put me down for being gay and everything else, and really seeming to have an issue and a problem with it. And it's like so many times I've had to sort of debulk, stop on my path and look at what I'm carrying and thinking, actually, this has come from some arsehole, this has come from somebody else, it's not mine to carry. And it's being brave enough to think, I don't need to actually have this as my truth. This isn't my truth. Have this back. I know my truth. And with the Ten of Wands, you're being encouraged to not only sort of look at what you're holding on to, what you're carrying, but to live by your own set of principles, to live by your own moral compass, you know. That's really, really being heightened at the moment. So don't sacrifice, don't limitate, don't become someone else's version of what they want you to be. Be your own person. Carry the things that add purpose, that add value. But if there's dead wood, if there's old energy, be brave enough to hand it back, to put it down, lay it to rest, or to just say, do you know what? I don't need this anymore. I can actually let it go. That's really, really been encouraged if you've been drawn to this card. So instead of having 10 wands, this person maybe only needs to have 5 or maybe even 3. Lighten your load is what's really being encouraged with this. Okay, so I hope it makes sort of sense. An interesting set of cards this week. It is maybe throwing up for some of us a few challenges, and it's maybe sort of challenging our headspace a little bit, but stay in the game. And that's almost what I was talking to a client with the other day as well. The same client. It's almost like, you know, life in a lot of ways is like a big sort of chess set, and we're all sort of playing a game, but we're all helping each other find our way back home through the energy of that game. So it's trying to appreciate stuff, obviously take it seriously, but don't let it kind of consume us so much that it robs us of living, because all of us that are alive, our spirits have chosen to come back to experience a physical reality for whatever reason. For some, it might be clearing down past lives, it might be karmatic energy. For some of us, there may have been lessons not learnt, but we're all here for something, and it's remembering that. So no pressure. I'm going to leave it with you guys. Hope it resonates. Stay safe, stay well, have a fantastic week ahead. Just want to say a quick shout out, a quick reminder. This coming Friday, me and the fabulous Amy Michelle are going to be joining forces, and we're going to be doing our Zoom demonstration of mediumship in sort of collaboration for the dog charity Go Fetch. They help Romanian dogs and give them a better quality of life, get them new homes and everything else, stop them from being slaughtered. So if you're free, if you're stuck for something to do, if you'd like to experience a demo night, maybe you've never experienced one before, and particularly if you're far away and you can't come to any of the physical demonstrations, this is going to be perfect for you guys. All the money raised is going to charity. Me and Amy are not taking a penny. We're just donating our time. So if you're free, if you're stuck for something to do, please come along, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fabulous. The link to buy tickets is on my website. If you go to the shop page, you'll see them on there. And yeah, it'd be absolutely amazing to have you with us. We're hoping we can raise a decent amount of money. So if you've bought a ticket already, thank you very much. If you've still to purchase a ticket, come on guys, get involved. It'd be really, really lovely if you can. It's time to give back a little bit. So going to leave the energy with you. Stay safe, stay well, love and blessings. Catch you all soon. Bye for now.